Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of here.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Matty-Rants with Bleeker, and we're about to get into the background needed to be changed, Project Runway, and discuss a must, all of the bust, every bit of it with the crust, if you will, as we were taken into an modern Western fashion. If yes, we can say that. And I'm so glad Beyonce was mentioned, since the girlies want to
You
act like
knew she was gonna be. The second they said Western preview, I was like, yes,
they
ma'am.
never, the girlies never want to give my mommy credit. But like, let's be clear, babies were turning up trying to give Western, people who never even thought to give the fashion of the sorts, if you will. And yeah, and one person once again went renaissance, and I'm like, I don't know. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get there today,
Ooh,
but
someone spicy out the gate, I see.
I have opinions, and they're gonna be long-winded but quick, if that makes any sense, kiddos. I
Oh no, I
promise
meant in our
you.
chat right now. They
Oh,
spicy
you
out the
talk about the chat? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Listen. So, Bleeker, how are you doing first before we get this started?
I'm good. I'm good. We taking things one day at a time. Preparing my life for changes all the time because life is always changing.
One day
But
at
we're
a
doing good. How are
time.
you?
We appreciate y'all so much for being here today and for tuning in. No, I woke up this morning, and we're going to continue on, and that's how we're looking at
Mhm.
each and every day, is really real talk, for really what it's worth, because I am looking at one bill right now that's like, honey. I'm like, oh, actually, yeah, that is the verb. I know. So listen, let's have some fun today. Let's talk about one of our favorite TV shows. I do want to let everybody know I actually will be going live tomorrow, and there will be a live Sunday for the panel. So if you are thinking there will be a break, no, there will be a panel tomorrow. Philippines, of course, Legion Royale and Project Runway will be discussed, as well as some other hot topics too. So make sure you tune in to the panel on Sunday. Saturday, we're gonna have a fun time for that live. I haven't decided which it may be yet. I may do a Fall Guys stream, possibly, since that's more so for everybody and they can join in, and those get bigger views than my Tekken ones. But also, I may just go live and just do a fun like countdown video, talk about some other things, like do some light reviews with like multiple stuff I've been watching over the week, because there is a new show I did catch called The Paper, made by the same people for The Office, and I binged it all. Bleeker, I could not stop watching. I'm sorry. Like, we talked about it on the phone, but I like started it, could not stop. I was like,
I mean,
I
don't
just
apologize to me. I'm sure it's gonna be good. There's a lot of people that are saying it's pretty good.
yeah, I am impressed by what they did. It's interesting. I tell people, if you love The Office, I feel they're going to live for this. But it also reminds me of the first season of The Office, where there were mistakes. It wasn't perfect just yet. And that's kind of the vibe. Like, you can tell, okay, we don't need to do that no more. Okay, yes, focus on this character way more. Do this, that, and the other. And as they show the 10 episodes, because they put the whole season out on Peacock, y'all, it wraps kind of good. And I was like, oh, I need to know what's going to happen next. This is actually interesting, especially with journalism. And they talk about it with, of course, ads and the way things are working. And it does apply into what's going on now with media literacy too. So I kind of lived. I was here for it. So y'all may want to check that out. I actually recommend it. I was like, oh, this was lovely. Heartwarming moments too, and funny as well. But yeah. So listen, let's get this ball rolling here before I start talking and get the ADHD really rolling here.
No, like I I love that we're both just on the same track of like, we're not going to get off topic. We're going to do this. We've got this.
We
We
got
can
it.
stay on topic. Our ADHD doesn't control us.
It's possible.
Yes.
For a plain country. Listen, Bleeker, let the people know where they can find you and follow you on the socials and support.
You can find me mostly on Twitter because I'm going to dead name her forever if they're going to dead name me. Go by they, them pronouns, by the way, first and foremost. Let's do that. And then go back to the Twitter, which is It's Bleeker XOX. You can also find me on Letterboxd. I have not updated it in a little while. I've just gotten so behind. That's just It's Bleeker. Venmo is down below here. But other than that, I don't really. I use Blue Sky. It's just Bleeker on there, just the word Bleeker, my name Bleeker, whatever. But I don't really post there that much anymore because no one's there anymore. It's just a bunch of Facebook moms now half the time. And then like Chicago Drag, which that's the only reason I go over there.
Every time we try to dip away from that one and we think we got something going and then it just no one sticks to it because it's just we've already invested so much time on the other one even though it's a cesspool of nonsense. So it's insane here. But yeah, I get it. Trust me. I have to remind myself, Blue Sky. I have to remind myself to post there. But listen, thanks Bleeker for being here and make sure you support them wherever you find them, as well as if you want to drop a little love in their jars, please and thank you at It's Bleeker XO. Of course, all my information is in the About section with the Linktree link, so go ahead and click it and take you where you need to go with social medias and then some. I also did do a reaction to this episode on Patreon, so if you want to watch my reactions to Project Runway or any show that I've covered on my channel, as well as this week's episode of South Park, there was a question from Nerdigans earlier here. I have not watched the new King of the Hill because as much as I love nostalgia, that's one show I don't need to revisit. I'm going to be honest with you. No shade.
I've heard so the people who are diehards are so split in the middle on that show.
Yeah.
Like some of them are obsessed with it and others are hating it. So I don't know.
For me, King of the Hill is like Futurama, and this may be controversial, but hear me out.
I hate the new Futurama.
Same. I loved them at the time when I was watching them. They are not the shows that I continue to store into the fund of let me continue to come back here again. To give an example, seasons 4 through 9 of The Simpsons, I will revisit forever. Before that and after, barely gonna touch it. So that's how I rock with it. In American Dad, I'm starting to lean into we don't need to see the first 3 seasons and I can just watch it from season 4 and be happy. True tea. So like, that's kind of how I am with Futurama. What was in the beginning, I don't need the end. That is given right now. And with King of the Hill, congratulations, Bobby, you grew up. Cool. I don't care. I live in Texas. I'm cool. But I think it's
that's the
awesome
thing. Like, I'm like, I don't need you to have political satire about the state that I'm living in right now. I just don't really need it.
Especially when it doesn't really like apply to what's going on in the state currently right now with the new changes that have just taken place that we're not going to go up the ADHD.
We won't. Let's not. We gotta reel that in because I can do that.
But I just wanted to answer.
No, no. I mean, like going into like the political sphere. Not even from an aspect of we're worried about talking about politics because I'm the last person to worry about talking about politics.
Free it.
But it's more because I will literally send it so far flying that I'm gonna say stuff that I can't take back in a public sphere about things that the insert title card here of disclaimers. Oh my god. I have nothing else to say on that.
There are
there's certain things, everything in life, no matter what you're talking about, there's certain aspects of that thing or situation or insert whatever here, insert variable here, that is only meant to be in a certain time period. Friends, movies, TV shows, music, etc. You can insert thing here. There are only certain periods of time certain things work. And I just feel like we don't need it. We don't need it. You know what I mean? Like, you know how they have like certain presidential era film, right? Like the Bush era of film was very 9/11. So like we had a lot of plane stuff.
Yeah.
Now we got all this. I'm just like, I'm tired. Can we take a nap? Guys, can we take a nap together?
I made fun of the sleepy man, and now we want to take a nap. Well, you could have
No, what is that all about? As kids, we fight our naps. Anyways, we're gonna get off topic. We got. Sorry, that was me.
going to? No, no, I'm just kidding.
I'm leaving.
That's the end of the show. No, okay, listen, but you can find me that Linktree link, the Patreon, like I talked about. Cameo, merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, as well as affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. If you want to watch the most recent episode of South Park, see how I did the 2-in-1 there by answering the King of the Hill in Israel. I did that. Okay. Get you some over there with the Paramount Plus subscription on me for that week. Also, the newest episode was wonderful. The Labubu bit was everything. But yes, thank you for bringing that up. At the same time, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Also, leave a comment after this video talking about this Project Runway episode, your highs, your lows, your yeses, and your nos. And as a reminder, because of course our opinions are just ours today, and sometimes, like we just said, we both gave you a diagnosis that we were given. Disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and contents not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs, and all opinions for some Matty-Rants and program participants also the personal views and do not affect any opinions of everyone on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of this. I was there. I was this close. No hate should be sent to any of the shows. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap and Maddie is talking to be here for a while. Please don't post these photos in the chat if you feel comfortable. This program consumes some tipping nap yourself a good boot. Okay. I got the last bit. I got there. I did it. Yes. And if you did want to go ahead.
Ran to grab lotion in the middle of that. I was like, oh yeah, keep going. Stumble again. Go
yes, it's gonna happen. Okay, listen. So for all of you, again, if you wanted to throw any bit of love my way, it's gonna keep my lights on. Thank you. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's get to the show because I was here for the theme. I live and breathe in the theme. I am a born and raised Texan. As is somebody else over here. So like
we both grew up around the same neighborhood.
Literally a part of the makeup of it all is rodeo season for us, where we had a cowboy hat, we had cowboy boots. I had multiple variations, crocodile, ostrich skin, the full bit when I was a kid growing up. The jeans tucked in, the awfully starchy fucking dress shirts, the bolero ties, you name it. I was there. School events and everything. So like, when it comes to this theme, it does hit home. Plus, as a person who really was enveloped in the Cowboy Carter era of it all, went to the concert and everything in the bit, like, yeah, I wanted to see the girls give. I was happy. Some changed my mind. I was like, yes, you better clear up. You talked that game and you backed it up. Some others, I was like, what is going on over here and why?
And some had good ideas, but then executed them very poorly.
Like,
and I know you saw the pictures of the good version of that design.
I did. I still live for the ensemble, but I was glad they like nitpicked it because it was like, yes, because like if we're going to talk about it, that needed to be changed. This needed to be done.
We're at that point. They got a nitpick.
That was there, and it was the proper placement for that person. I was like, where are they going? And I could not stand that it was the two. We'll get there.
Oh, we'll get there.
I said, what is going on this good Sunday? The annoying girls are winning. I can't. But at the same time, I am giving credit where it's due. I was very impressed with one look in particular. I was like, okay, that's puss. Now, Yu-Chen is having an emotional moment on the stage. He feels very disappointed in himself, but also realizing that Joan is leaving, who is very much the mother of the house, if you will. We've already had that discussion last episode. I'm not going down that road again.
We all saw that coming, unfortunately.
It is sad. Joan is leaving. She was fun to see on television. She is a spirit, and I am going to miss her energy. At the same time, I may hear less of a word from two annoying bastard children. Excuse me. I did not mean that at all. That came out of nowhere. I was just watching Comedy Central, so the vulgarities are in my system. Excuse me. I still hate this dress on Heidi. But yeah, shout out to Joan.
She had a whole outburst, guys.
I forgot about where I was. I was like, jeez, Louise. Jeez. You know, listen, hey, Joan, it's been real, but we got to move on, baby girl, because I was like, finally, the niceties out the room. Imitating a black, excuse me, Matthew. Antonio starts to imitate. I mean, he's been doing it with Miss Joan, and now that she's gone, he can go ahead and do it with Bella.
There's a way to do this without doing this. You know what I mean?
I mean, it was all in good fun.
Yeah, it was all in good fun, but I feel
I'm used to him doing that with them in particular. So y'all can get mad I'm bringing up whatever. Whatever.
Once again, we need to give props to the fact that I would be laughing so hard through all these sound bites, because the second he was like, oh, she does this, and this, I'm like, I mean, at least she's the appropriate culture to be doing this.
I thought that was crazy, but it was like, okay, so we're poking fun, and that's a key, and that's a ha. So I'm not taking it too deep on that level, but on like another spectrum, I'm going, you of all people have the nerve to be talking about anybody having an attitude on stage, as well as correcting this woman talking about she needs to fix how she's talking to people. I said it would be it would be your bent-wristed self that says something like that. And I thought that was crazy. And I thank you, editors, like you just said, Bleecker, like for real, pot calling kettle, and it bling. I said thank you for the sound effect.
Like, were you not like in the workroom like, oh mama, oh her, like kind of bullshit? Like
they just did a playback of you giving all of this to like get real. Like, let's be very serious. So I thought this was just that.
They were 2 seconds from like, weren't they shablam out in the first episode? Like
when we get to the workroom and it was like, who's going to take the twins down? I said, oh, here we go. VJ is invested in this drama. Let's be kind of clear here. I love you, VJ, but I'll be honest with you, after this week, that's where I think your energy lies, because you also came for Ethan. And I thought to myself, you need to be focusing on this outfit versus on what you thought the girls were giving. But oop.
She's lost sight of the competition and is now so hyper focused on the twins every single week, and it's distracting her, clearly,
because like we are annoyed by them, but I would think we've already been here so long, who cares anymore? They're getting away with it. Do your own motherfucking thing. We're done. Like that clearly they're still here, so like let me just run around town and just do what I gotta do. You gotta go cohabitate with these people. 16 carriages. I've been wanting to do that all day since I saw this.
I literally have been on it all day because I was just like, I can't. Now they've done it.
The whole day, y'all. I've been dead ass. So I took this screenshot. I was saying it to myself. I thought, I'm just gonna sing it. Whenever we get here, look at this baby. I know. They got you in the studio here with the lights and stuff. You could be outside with some real air. I know, sweetheart. I know. Poor thing.
Okay, but like
hobbit.
Very quick just a teeny tiny sidetrack. One, Post Malone now has a clothing brand. We can't get into that part of it.
Is it called Stank? PU?
The only thing I can give props on is he held the show at Karl Lagerfeld's house. He dragged a shitting horse through the fucking runway. I said that horse is shitting in Karl Lagerfeld's house. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. That's vengeance. Like, it didn't go all the way down the runway, but towards the end of the runway, it was like, blah-boop. I was like,
Pit Stains by Post Malone, now available in your retail stores. Swamp Ass.
I didn't look at the rest of it. I just saw the horse, so I couldn't tell you. But it's all Western wear.
Like, I just imagine that when you go to wherever his clothes in the section is, like, it gives like old laundry. If y'all have ever had a car that was cloth seating and someone left old clothes in there, that smell is very distinct. I believe that is him, unless he's around Beyonce, because he did take a bath that day. I was proud. I was like, you do look like you have dial soap, antibacterial. You were stripped of that layer, but it's cool. I don't think of him because he's not. I'm not interested in new M&Ms. Moving on. Yeah, I was kind of here for this moment. Heidi
But
does look good.
do you think that that's a Shetland pony and it just looks big because Kristen's so small?
I think so. It's not a Clydesdale. I was like,
That's the one thing I wrote down for this book.
I was like, I know he's like the horse is big, but I'm like, that's not a Clydesdale. So unless it's like
So is that a pony? Because doesn't it look like a pony? Why does it look like a full horse for him? But I know that's a grown man next to him. So I'm just like,
Christian's a little.
I mean, they're both grown men, okay, but you know what I mean.
I mean, you didn't need the stepping stool, Christian. You got the leg up though, so I will give you props because I was like, oof. And I thought they were for them to even make fun of him. I would have wanted the step stool. Let's be very clear, because it's a high horse. Horses are high.
I have a thing to say about that, but we won't.
Uh-oh.
Not in a bad way. I just don't think that boy is a that's why he could stretch that leg up. You know what I mean?
I mean, I know what you mean. I for sure.
That's what I'm saying. You've got
that is an advertisement.
There.
But yes,
did you see that is an advertisement?
It is. I'm not going to deny it. It's Western Chic. It's again another one-day challenge. I love how they keep saying final 5, and I'm like, challenge 7 of 10. You all are not final
5, aka we're halfway through the show.
We're not having a 5 runway set, boo-boo. I was like, and if they do that, I'm going to be really mad because, no, that's too much to look at. I was like, girl, you better eliminate some motherfucking people. You better bring somebody back and let them get another opportunity because I still have faith.
Joseph McCrae.
Still got faith. I still got faith they're going to bring Joe back. If they don't, they are on some bullshit. If y'all don't cast him for the next season on top of that, I'm going to look at y'all crazy because you lost.
No, how did you bring that one woman back and you're not going to bring him back? I need it to happen.
And she's from my hometown, and I'm still saying, what was you doing? Okay, asymmetrical
Freeform, you got 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes. Bring him back.
You know you got the money, Anywho, so yeah, Western Chic is the challenge, and it's a one-day challenge. Yu-Chin was already on the wrong track. What? I said when he grabbed that fabric, I said, no, God, he's gonna be at the bottom again. I just knew there is the sequin. Are you for what? Western Chic? Okay, maybe Matthew, let it go. Then when VJ I'm doing vinyl. Jesus actually tried to help. I said, look at you.
She was trying to get the most bang for her buck as far as saving money. And I'm like, this is not the point to be doing that. Especially because yes. And I'm like, looking at how much leather everybody else was able to purchase, Ethan specifically, for example, all of the crocodile and python and leather and stuff that everybody got, they got a decent amount. Jesus only had an issue, right? Was it Jesus that did the white or the Antonio?
Yeah, it was.
Jesus was the one with the white. Yeah. So the reason that happened was because he had an accident, right? But the whole thing is he purchased really high end leather. He didn't need to do that.
That's why he was.
It worked out, but
because it wasn't a lot of it, but it was expensive, and it, yes.
So you don't have to get high-end leather to be able to make something really great. So instead of getting just a mediocre leather, she's like, what if I get vinyl? That's if somebody's like, hey, we've got this, it's a fake hardwood floor, but it's at least those planks. And she's like, but I can get linoleum.
Oh, that's right. And yes, we're going to do linoleum.
And it looks like wood.
And over 6 years, the mold that's going to build underneath it. But yeah.
Every apartment complex ever with that grooved wood linoleum that they try to pass off as wood floors. Because you're looking at them.
I know. I'm looking at my linoleum floors right the fuck
Not
now.
to call you out because you got a
No, I know
home.
these
You
ain't
got a
wood,
home.
bitch. Shoot,
Okay.
how much I pay in rent?
Not
They
to call
say
you
better. If they ain't wood floor, I'm getting a good deal. No, I've lived
like,
in an
yeah,
apartment
I've
with
got AC.
I've lived in an apartment with wood floors before, and there's a difference for sure. Like, yeah, it looks like wood, but honey, there's a dullness to it if you like actually are aware of what you're getting. Because I know there's some people that probably live here think they got wood
No,
floors.
literally,
Girl.
like Ninetail has the exact thing that I was thinking. Like of
Mhm.
all the things, so I wouldn't have gone denim just because we had, like everybody already had the denim challenge. She already did the denim challenge. But as far as everything else, you have cow print, you have flannel, you have suede, you have like there's
I was so
so
mad.
many
No one
options.
used cow print. So mad. I was like, oh, we could have had a nasty outfit with
Even
that.
like a horsehair
Ooh,
situation or like a
yeah.
mohair, those are also cheap.
That would have been cute. Christian tried to help you chin a few times this episode with the fabric, then the design, like create separates, then that are authentic to you. And he listened to nothing. Oh, yeah. A point that was made your streetwear. Of all the times, you definitely could have made something that would have been really fly with this. And we were very much looking for separates. If you gave us a gown, great. It has to be stunning. But we were looking for separates. That's kind of
And what's
the idea
sad is
behind
like
Western chic. Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't no, you're good. I interrupted you. Um the fabric itself isn't the bad part. It's that that's the only thing he got.
And
Like if
it's
you're
so
allowed
not to me, it's like it's
yeah.
like that can be bought with something, not the something that it's supposed to be, because this is giving a whole nother era, like, of what we're trying to do here. I don't see the Western coming from this fabric unless you really are going to manipulate the fuck out of it, which
Have you noticed? Oh, I'm sorry, that was me. I'm sorry. I go ahead, go.
no, what were you gonna say?
No, you said which. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I was trying to get just to Jesus having his accident with the leather and almost crashing out over the situation, with, of course, trying to get feedback from others and them saying, ooh, it doesn't look really good. You know, Ethan saying, oh, it kind of looks like pit stains, because he was like, oh, I'm going to make this into a top. I think I figured
That
this
was so
out.
shady to me. Be so serious right now. You You of all people,
Okay, you
somebody
want to
who is
go
very
there?
knowledgeable about this situation,
You want to talk about it?
you who grew up in the South are trying to tell somebody that burn stains and like sweat marks and discoloration aren't literally what Western wear is. If it doesn't have that kind of an element, I feel it looks too clean and I don't buy it.
I
I don't
mean,
want a brand new flannel. I don't want a brand new anything. I want it to look a little worn, but I don't want to pay a whole bunch for fraying and all that stuff unless it's good.
well, one, maybe they're used to costumey and grandeur versus like grunge and like street. And we've kind of seen that a little bit. So to me, when Ethan slash Utica made that comment, I thought to myself, this is a tad bit shady. He could be correct. But to me, when I saw the burn, I was like, what
It
if
looked
he just
good.
did something with that? Like that's that. But my immediate thought, oh well, what if you just did something with that then? Because then it looks singed, and that's very Western. Like it burnt pages, very rustic and that kind of vibe. I was maybe work it out, honey.
We got Yuchin always dragging his feet, and we got her just wanting to shred fabric every day.
She is
I'm
making strips
done.
for a mini car wash for a Barbie set that's coming out very soon in the summer for the new
This is
car.
a birthday party banner. Get out.
Oh, that's right. Or you know what, Mrs. Roby's
No, you're
class.
right. We're right.
Mrs.
Do you guys have any clues?
Mrs.
Is
Roby's
this like
sitting on the border right there with the bulletins, apple a
this is the
day,
stuff that they hang outside for the grand opening of a store?
flea market, hanging right up top,
I
right
mean,
across.
she did take rodeo, those little leg ribbons and stuff when it's like light pole to light pole between.
I think this is madness. DW, there we go. Yes, you just said the same thing as me. I was right there with you, friend. I was like, I saw what she's doing. I said, absolutely not.
That's
Miss
exactly my
girl.
face. Blondie has my face right now. That's I was like,
See, she's reminding herself she wants to, hey, I'm working on what I'm working on. I'm now know myself, but I want to make sure that my body language, if I get any critiques, is not reading in another direction because, they know what they're doing. So we have no problems with them.
you just gotta fix your face.
Christian helped Antonio because Antonio was like, oh, I want to do this. He says, you need to make sure it's not something we can just buy somewhere and elevate it and turn it into something cool. Christian gave Jesus the confidence he was looking for with that singe number with the fabric. And when we got here, this sketch is lovely. I can see where you wanted it. Okay, I'm with it.
Hey, so that looks nothing like what you did or what was being planned or was put there. And this in no way looks like sequins. This looks like, guess what? Denim? Like, it's like he was trying to do a Bob Mackie, but like, you're not Bob Mackie. The only one that gets close to Bob Mackie is like Paco Rabanne, and he did.
Like I was in The Conjuring and I was hearing some spirit call me into the fucking darkness for what was happening here because clearly you cannot see. Girl. And I just saw them just draping the dress. I said, no, this isn't real. Like, you just going home. I don't like this. This is bad. And I felt like, damn, the two people who are Asian background individuals, Pacific Islanders, Asian Islanders. I'm over here like, not y'all not knowing the cat. They asked this man, do you know who Dolly Parton is? No. I said, uh-oh. That's bad. You have no POV of Western? Bad. We're in trouble. And clearly BJ in the same boat.
I think the only thing that he would have any sort of reference point to would be like a K-pop, like hip-hop skewed version of Western wear, which he still could have done, is the thing.
I'm trying to think who's done that. Do we know someone who's done that?
Who's done? Yeah, Cavalli, Paco Rabanne.
But who in K-pop has like rocked the Western-esque?
Oh, Lisa, Blackpink, various other, like Cat's Eye's done a few of them. But see, like they've went with designers that actually can pull it off. Like you could do dance wear in Western wear. Beyonce's dancers didn't look like cowboys every single night, right? Like you had certain streetwear elements to them.
There it is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. Streetwear and Western wear go hand in hand. Hip hop and Western go hand in hand. That's what we've been saying for years.
Boom. And that's where it's at. This man thought too big. I'm doing a dress. No, do what you know what to do. If he had been on stage with Melania at the time she got the note about being authentic to yourself and like absorb that or whatever, because they praised him on his streetwear. He was so down before because of what happened last week. It's almost like he wanted to go in a different direction and like surprise them. It's like, no, it's not the time to surprise. It's time to show them what you do best. So that way they can like see you shine. I felt so bad for him, but these two annoy me more.
Yeah.
This part was such a like, did the producers ask them to do this? Because if they were, then I would give them a little bit more grace. But my God in heaven.
I don't know. And one of them is like, oh yeah, I know Western wear, and then did like a almost like indigenous, like Navajo thing while talking about being proud to be Mexican. And I'm just like, but then where's the Mexican influence in besides like the little bolero things? So it's just weird. Like they should have more humility in it because they are good designs, but they're just wandering around being more annoying. And you know what it sounds like?
What?
You know what it looks like? I could be your halo. Hello. Hello. You know what I mean? It gives that energy. Not caring about anybody else in the room. And no one's going to want to help you after a while if you keep acting like that. It's weird.
Sometimes I feel like, and I'm going to apply this to like all reality television for a moment, so I don't like single people out in this situation. But sometimes I feel like there are moments where people sound more intelligent than they actually are, and they're actually just fed lines to say in certain cue moments of confessionals to like add texture to whatever they're doing so it makes more sense and more palpable to the viewer. But that's all I'm going to say. I'll move on. VJ. Because it was very VJ, the silent assassin. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait for somebody to go. If VJ leaves, I'll be happy because then the twins can focus on themselves. If one of the twins leaves, then maybe, no, they're still going to go at it. So maybe VJ just needs to go.
I think they've run the course of the drama bit by now, so not even editing and production is going to save it.
I just don't care anymore.
I don't care anymore. Like I said, she's lost sight.
They're annoying. Who cares? We've got it. Like, moving on. We figured it out.
Did they? Because I obviously I could have missed that. Okay, so
no,
like,
they did.
They had ended. Okay,
no, they did. That's why I made my statement, because sometimes
I thought he meant like indigenous Mexican is what I thought I heard, but if it's like indigenous and I messed up, then I fully like retract.
Well, no, there's still indigenous Mexican people.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was like indigenous Mexican, but he put like a different, like that's a different culture than Navajo. And
he's just
Cherokee and
directly into Mexico. Yeah, he separated it by saying Mexican heritage.
It was me making an assumption, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. I get it, but yeah, they're both utilizing that with their designs and them being inspired by it. And my point was just that, not to say they are, but I do know that production does this sometimes, where they will feed that kind of thing where it's like, oh yeah, so then go ahead and say that. So that way it's like, there's more fantastical to the moment or whatnot. But anywho, let's move on here, because I know somebody's going to misread that moment. Hold on. Thank y'all for tuning in. JMCL, thank you so much for the tippy poo over here on Cash App for both me and Bleeker. I appreciate you, baby. I'll send that on over to Bleeker's Venmo. So thank you. I appreciate you, JMCL. And thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe, and become part of this Rant Pad family. Now, another stolen moment from Christian. We do a model fitting.
My thing is, if this was a 2-day challenge and this was day 1, great, you're on good track. You're on good track to what you're doing, but you're going to add more, do more, add more, make it different. But day 1, and this is just it.
Are they it's not put them in these awful outfits? It's always LaToya Luckett's knockoff, and then this lady right here that forgive me for not having y'all's names.
Anyone who's over the size 16 or whatever gets screwed on this show, no matter what.
The big girls are always thick girls are always up there, and it's like, why? Like, why every time? And I'm getting annoyed by that, because it's like, I wouldn't want. That wouldn't feel good as a model.
Time. It's so annoying. Like, I very rarely you know what? It's crazy. The last time I saw something where a majority of the time when they were dressing a larger body was Christian pulling it off. Both of them get screwed every week. And I know she's the most fed up. I know she is the most fed up.
Can you imagine getting a bodysuit with this over it? I would gag. You're telling me we're gonna put a hat on?
This is baby's first drag pageant that they put on this poor girl. Bitch. Where they don't know how to sew yet, and they buy that Amazon bodysuit with the lines on it that's supposed to be like a fake Mugler, and they just glue stuff. You know what? I know. She is literally cursing their entire bloodline.
Swinging. Do you hear me? Like, cut
I
the neck
know
off the
she's
chicken.
having heated conversations with her agent. I know she's
Listen.
having heated conversations. She's like
Ooh,
telling all her friends, if they ask you to be on that Project
listen.
Runway show, don't you
Let her have an auntie that practice some hoodoo, because baby, like, get
go.
down. Like, there's no way. Look at this face. This mug is right with God. The eyebrows is everything. Beautiful woman. I'm sick for her. I'm sick.
That Ulta room is working so hard for this.
16 this is something. This is something. Whoa. Okay, VJ. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to grab you a little bit by the back of your head and look at you crazy.
Is she saying
Because
she owns this? Because
we had a conversation already about how you took that from somebody else on the episode that we talked about this bleaker. And I thought that was crazy. And furthermore, to me, it felt like you changed your view on like who you need to mess with a tad bit, and it gagged me. And I'm not trying to protect Ethan or Utica, but this was far-fetched. This was
I have a
far-fetched.
theory that she doesn't know how to play this game without trying to throw somebody under. And it wasn't working with the twins. And so now she's trying to throw other people. She's grasping at straws because she's looking around that room and seeing that she bought a bodysuit, essentially. Because, like, it doesn't take much to sew that. And some Party City vinyl. That, by
Like,
the way, you wasted time cutting because you could literally buy that shredded. Do you want to know why you
boom.
can't buy a pre-shredded? Is because then you'd be at Party City.
I think it's crazy. It's her going to Jesus and sort of trying to like stir the pot, if you will, but the person who you do not get along with the most, you need to have a conversation with about somebody else who actually gets along with said person. And Jesus clocked your ass, and the way that he responded with, I think what they made was very them. What do you think about it? Like, because doesn't it look like my outfit? No, I think it kind of looks like something they would make. It's very them. What do you think about it? Oh, it's okay. Huh? To then go over to Ethan and go, I just wanted to let you know that this is giving my outfit, and were you inspired? But
That's the face I made too. That's the face I made too.
Oh, I would have been like, you have lost your grip.
Especially with Ethan of all people on this show. Like, I know that there's some like the boot situation, which we're about to get to, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like, there's certain things that like they need to get out of a drag mindset for. But the one thing that they know is silhouette. That's the one thing that doesn't suffer is silhouette.
Like, I just couldn't understand the entire purpose of this. And it felt like I was watching somebody trying to grasp onto whoever they felt was weak compared to their personality. And they wanted to take charge and show out, throw up, whatever. And they knew they're falling. And this is the way you claw. And you can't clock the twins because they've been there for too long and they feel strong. And now you got to go for the Uno. This is crazy.
It feels like she relies more on trying to play mind games with people and let them fall than her own creative game. Like, you're wasting so much energy wandering around that room. The second I looked around the room and I looked down at my outfit, I'd be panicking if I were
compared to everybody else's. Oh my God, new strategy. We have to rethink this whole thing. I know I bought some backup fabric because I'm not
like
stupid.
I would be redoing the whole dang thing.
Vinyl wouldn't even be a part of it. Like, what are we doing today? And Ethan,
I'd be getting some muslin. I'd be fabric weaving that. I'd be like, I'm doing something. We're gonna find a way.
As much as Jesus does not like VJ, he does try a tad bit with, are you sure? I'm looking at this. Is this direction you want to go into? And while it may not be completely, genuine, it's in the sense of, yeah, this kind of looks crazy, as much as I don't like you. Are you sure you want to do that? Like, at least let me beat you with something that's fabulous, not with whatever this is.
This is why
This
I
is
like
awful.
Jesus a bit a lot more than I like Antonio, because
Yeah.
Antonio is very like, even with his own brother, very selfish gains, very it's about me, it has to be about me, whereas Jesus seems like a team player the more and more he like moves through here.
Ooh,
Love this
that.
concept, hate this execution. You don't put it there, face them out, not forward, out. This
Because his
mm.
inspiration was good for at least somewhat close to the theme. So I was
And
like,
they're not
okay.
curved. They're not curved. The whole point of that design is for curvature.
Oof. It just looked like he put some
It's
horns on
just
top.
that. It's
That's it.
barely a curve to them. You may as well just have like a straight up pole.
This Ulta ad was so long and it was so wild.
And she was stumbling on those lines.
Baby, the way they were telling us about 20 different things at once, I thought I was listening to some sort of like symptoms for a new pill that just dropped. Out, because here I come. We go V. Ulta beauty. Like I was like, oh my god, we Ulta. Like what is
like
happening?
They're trying to jam those in there. It's like they keep forgetting to put them in, and then they're like, "Fuck, congratulations! Oh, we gotta get them in." And you know those artists are mad as hell because they're like, "We were told we were gonna be featured more. I wouldn't have even dressed up today. This is simple."
Oh, I wonder if they had to like draw straws to do this part, or if they had to like raise hand, volunteer, who's gonna take it, or they're just like, we pulling you. Jesus. I said, okay, girl, we got it. I said, you better paint that one eye because you ain't touching that head. So go ahead. Go ahead, mom. Go on. Christian, this jacket is everything.
Obsessed. The way that it looks like both bleach splatter and cow print at the same time is just so.
It touches the right part of the brain. Like, oh my god, I want this in black, brown.
I love that he
red,
knows his
blue.
proportions too, because he's always in a crop coat unless it's a blazer. He's got to accentuate that little waist. That's for all of you who are under the height of like 5'7". Don't wear a coat unless it's like a fitted tailored blazer that's past your waist. You're gonna cut yourself off. Love it. I'm sorry, I do. It's perfect for this. For a white woman on the prairie, perfect. It's perfect. I wish it was a different color, but for her, hair should have been up though. Hair should have been up.
Yeah.
Tenfold.
Heidi definitely looks like she's about to sit down with one spotlight on her and a guitar and talk about some serious problems at home. So yeah, better than last week for sure for me, because I really couldn't do the possible toilet paper tissue holder situation that she was in. But this is interesting to me. I like the way it moved. I'm just not a fan sometimes of shapeless objects, but I get.
Well, it's either Chloe or Valentino. I can't remember. One of the two. But Chloe and Valentino, they are more about movement in their clothing. So like, I hate that it's chosen for something where she's just standing still, but it can get boxy without, again, she has an issue with like either belting or putting her hair up lately, because those are usually the biggest issues. I just wish her hair was up. Mostly just that her hair was up.
No, I can hear music just like
like this is like she's sitting down for a Mumford and Sons concert.
It's very bad. Thank you for coming tonight.
Yeah, like it just needs. She needs either her waist cinched in, her hair up, or both.
That is a man with a cigarette standing right next to her. Just being shitty, just standing there. La Roach. I didn't think he was gonna be on this panel, so I was excited to see him again. I know he's a tad bit much for some. I saw somebody on Blue Sky tagged me or commented on my photo with these, like, I guess memes he made saying Law was evil and a horrible person. It just made me laugh. I think I screenshotted it. I gotta send it to you. It was so funny. I blocked because it's like, you're the cis girl, like calm down. Like, it's gonna be okay. Don't ever step into the barroom world. But yeah, Law's always
Listen,
here. I'm here
I'll
for Law.
stand alone as the cheese who just likes that dress. I'm sorry. I just do.
It's okay. Mickey Guyton, who was the first nominated African American for a country music
Can
award for Grammys.
can we just discuss the fact that wait, let me double check. Hang on. Okay. She's 42. How is she the first? Why is she around our age? Why is that the first?
And she was the first one to get nominated, and then Beyonce
That's
got the country
crazy.
album Grammy, and then they had to change the Grammy categories up.
I wonder why. That's crazy. It's like it's almost as if something crazy happened. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Let me just block my cough here real quick.
We thank you, Mickey, for opening those doors, and Beyonce for winning and then changing literally the doors to show us the face of. Anywho, so yeah,
the goalpost moving.
Mickey was there, and Mickey also is gorgine. She, to me, this is not shade, but I see a fusion, Dragon Ball Z style, between Drew Sidora and Gayle King for some odd reason when I look at her. Face-wise, specifically. I don't know why, but yeah, maybe the honey.
She looks like a daughter of Vivica.
First face. Zach Posen.
That's what I meant. You knew the hair.
We have to be specific though, because there's been many, unfortunately.
True.
It's becoming a little dragon lady. But Zach Posen is here back again.
I didn't know that he was like Old Navy. CCO.
I didn't know that either. I was like, wait.
I'm like, is that new? Because I knew about Gap and all that, and I knew that he's not really doing much with his own label anymore. But like, Old Navy, ooh, we may be getting some like nice, cute stuff there soon.
Let's cross our fingers and also hope for better ads. No more Gwen Stefani and Saweetie nonsense, okay? That was a tragedy. I said Gwen went right back to her old ways. But yes, let's get into this Western chic runway category. Before you do, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. We've got some new people up in this room right now. Thanks for being here. If you want to show a little bit of love for us hosting with the most in today, that super chat is available for you. But if you want to drop it somewhere else, Bleeker's Venmo is there with It's Bleeker XO, and mine is downstairs. Help me pay my light bill so we can continue doing this. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $, Matt924, and Venmo. Thank you for being here. First up is Jesus Estrada. I did like this.
I do love this. I'm tired of the Gap knit stuff, like the little hole gaps. Like this is literally just the lattice work coat. This is just the same exact coat he continues to do. I get why it gets where it gets. It's incredibly done. It's impeccable work. But I wish it was like a regular full trench with something special on it rather than this. But this technique, if you look up close, is insanely done. It's insanely done. But he did wrap fabric around oh no, that was the other guy. The belt one is the different. This is the burn. But like this is impeccably done. It's all individually pieced together. But the only thing I don't know is, did he do the piecing together, or is this an already done pieced together fabric that he's cut and stitched?
He bought this whole fabric and then he made a coat out of it, and then he added
that's what I thought I saw.
Yeah. So my thoughts on this, I thought this was really cute. I can see Tanner Dale, I think that's her name, wearing this for some odd reason. I was like, oh, she'd rock the fuck out of this. It feels very current. I love the top with how that burnt actually worked with it, with the little like choker neck piece here, with that, the way that was done. I thought that was so adorable, and I really did like this coat. I'm with you, Bleeker. Always a coat. God damn, can we do something else? Like anything else but these long trenchies, like anything.
I'm
but
fine with a trench, but you gotta
cute.
change the design. There's still gap holes in them, which we get it. You could do it. It's great. It's impeccably made. But like it gives me this whole feeling of Hermes in like 2011 with like the two-piece leathers. There was a lot of two-piece leather stuff there in that whole collection. A lot of it is just like the open gap skin, the revealing skin, and then of course like you could find the open applique stuff in just about any runway, but I like to pick things that aren't like necessarily things you may see. So Acris, they do a lot of like knit, weave, lace, that sort of thing, which all is very Western. Like leather and lace is kind of like the whole combination of it. But it's fine. It's safe. I just don't understand the huge reaction. I do notice that the burn center though is darker, so maybe Ethan did help a little bit because maybe it was because it was a lighter color, it looked like the stain, like a pit stain, and like he went back and darkened it because it's definitely darkened. I just don't think that this is the winner for me. Pull these
Okay.
references from my behind. Complimentary or derogatory? Because if derogatory, I can tell you that I don't.
Okay, so we're gonna move on. I thought this was lovely. You feel it was okay, and there we are. The next outfit up is by Belania, and this one I thought was interesting. I kind of really like it, but I'm also I don't know, something about it. Every time I look at it, I'm like, it does. I don't know. I live, but I like it at certain angles. Sometimes it looks a little off. Like I don't even know if I took this was a great screenshot right here, but I don't know. I liked it. I don't know. This one had me a little flip floppy, but I liked it. I thought it was cute. I don't know. Bleaker. This one had me a little kerfuffled with my words, if you will. I was like, but
I know why it's safe. I definitely know why it's safe. I like that she utilized like there's like a gathering at the back. It's not like a train. It's
mhm.
from the top that's draped in, but it's cinched in with the coat and the skirt, so it kind of
Yeah,
looks like a train at the same time, which is a really interesting and cool design that also utilizes styling that I enjoy. But it's not something that's like new. This is sort
Toy
of
Story. This is toy.
safe. It's
Now
like
I know what it is.
it is Jesse. It's
Yep.
1000% Jesse.
Okay, that's
When
what's on my brain.
somebody loved me. It's very
I was
that,
like,
yeah.
I couldn't get the name, but I was like, something about this reminds me of something, and it's Jesse, but fashion.
Yeah. It's it's a really nice styling detail. It's just it's same. Like, for example, just like a couple of years ago, the company that I archived for Sex, they did a design similar to this as well. But it's not like they're not even new in doing it. It's kind of like the same thing that's been done over and over and over again. And about the only innovative part of it would be the back. So I get why it's safe.
I like how
It's
this
just
does fit though, right
why
here.
is why is the skirt that high up?
It gave her more waist because of all of this
Yeah.
shirt, and that's what I kind of like about it. But then it's something about the way when she turns, it looks like that feels different than this from this angle, and then
Mhm.
from that angle, this looks like what, and then this looks great. So that's how I feel about this one. I'm like, I like it, but if I saw it in
It's
a
like magic
different,
eye.
yeah,
It's like
I got to
magic
do one of
eye.
these.
You gotta relax your eyes in certain
Get
parts.
real bit with it though. But yeah, it also low key, no shade. It do kind of give like possibly I could see her working at like some sort of barbecue restaurant in the middle of a theme park. But yes, I do. It's it's nice. It's nice. I knew I did it. I knew I did it. Okay, listen, Bleaker. So when I was getting
You
this
put my
done,
wrong thing.
and I kept
Of
I
course it
told
would be this one though.
and I told because it's literally her work, right? So I told myself, I was like, I messed up and I don't know where. And I kept
They
looking through it
them.
and I kept skipping it. And I was like,
is okay.
Is someone misgendering you?
No, you said her. You said that's her work. So I was just said, hey, fam.
I was not talking about you. I was talking about Bellin.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the slide still. So I was confused.
Well, I am, but I'm talking about the person who is
Got
the
you.
designer in the slide. Yeah, so I got you.
No,
I
you
know
good.
I'm good. Yeah, okay. But no, that's where the mess up had happened here in reference to that. So let's continue on. So next up is Ethan Utica with this ensemble.
How do you feel?
I live, but because I live for this actually, and I think it's hot. I don't like the straps, and I agree with that sentiment. I was like, it reminds me of VJ using the white ones, kind of. The titty area does look a little crazy. Her, like, okay, is she good? Is she good? Are we all right? But no, I kind of liked it a lot. I don't know if I like it with the pump. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought I did, but now I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh no.
Should have
I
been
feel
a
like
boot.
Tate McRae would wear the fuck out this. I don't even like her like that, but I feel like she'd wear this outfit for some sort of event. It gives me the new pop star girly tease for some sort of event where Black people can be. But yeah, I kind of liked it. I did. I just want some changes to happen. Like, oh, that could be changed. This could be changed.
It's the boob area, like they mentioned, and then the straps that they mentioned.
Chest.
It's yeah, it will, and even the straps, like I get that they're supposed to follow the curve of the chest, but even those are kind of
It's like doing
uneven.
this thing like for a large shouldered person, like to make it more comfortable for them versus it being like one, I don't know. It should be getting smaller as it goes to the back, in my opinion, but
And this is why, and this is why when you're kind of doing like a crossover thing, you have to also invest in the time to like study how the human body works. Because like fake body parts are all good and well. You can design around those, but it's not going to help you when it comes to a real body. Like this basically flattened everything. There was no room for anything to go anywhere. There was no distribution. The seams are a little bit sideways. So like while it is, again, as always, impeccably done, it's a design that's already been seen before. The straps are distracting in that color, right? Not necessarily
because if it was a different color, like Law was saying, yeah, that kind of would have been really hot. But
it would have elevated that. And I even have where you can do more appropriate examples of that, like this sort of thing.
Will it be last week's picture? Find out.
It was really funny. And the whole thing is like you don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? But you have to do something that's just different enough that it'll change up the silhouette. Like it's essentially Cavalli, it's essentially Hermes, it's essentially Domenico, it's essentially Gabbana. It's like you could just, the list goes on and on.
Heidi
So
clocked
you
it the
have to
moment
like
it stepped out. She's like, Roberto
and
Cavalli.
I thought about that too, because like so many of those, like Cavalli made this silhouette famous. He didn't make it, but he made it famous. And so if it's something that's a more iconic silhouette, you've got to do something really, really special with it. So if it was like one thing here or one thing there, that's fine. But it's a thing here, a little thing there, and a little thing there, and a little thing there. So it's like you just ekes you away a little bit by little bit away from what could be the top. But it's just,
yeah, it was
it's
good.
the whole construction of it is just really, really well done. It's just a little bit tailored to the wrong proportion on a different body.
And even Ethan knew that when they were talking about it, because it was like, oh yeah, I'm used to working with, styrofoam and other things in reference to titties. So yeah, but
I'm legit not dealing with this anymore.
Still like it.
I'm fine with you
Next up,
disagreeing, but we're not
n-
gonna do any personal attacks. Chill. That's your warning. Sick. Have we can
moderators, just pay attention in the chat, so because I really would like us to stay on topic and move forward today. Because
yeah, it's getting excessive now, and it's to the point where it needs to be handled.
all right, great. So next up is Antonio Estrada with this look here. What do we think of this one, Bleeker?
I mean, now that I have the story right, it's great. It's just a little simple in comparison to the others, just not by much. This is a really tight competition at this point. It's kind of like a nitpicky situation. It's beautiful. It's really well done. I think maybe they're trying to look for something that's a little different. I think maybe they were looking for something that's not as fringy, and everybody kind of showed up with fringe, and then they were having to play Battle of the Fringes, maybe. But this is great. I mean, it's really well done. My only issue with it was like, I mean, is there like an appropriate development? But if like, it's not obviously. So that's the only true issue is the belt because you wrapped things around it. So did you do any real design work there outside of just the wrapping? But on the flip, if we're doing devil's advocate, other people do that with other things, such as like hardware and like belt ends. What's the line?
I mean, it's also a part of the styling too, which they, really emphasize on with the judging. And I kind of feel like the belt gave it something to me with it just being the broad, because normally he's definitely does like one line over a breast for a small titty. Very much that is what he always likes to give. But I don't know, something about that belt was kind of cool because it wasn't on the waist, it was up top instead. I did like this look. I was surprised how much I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cute. Like I can see this being worn by somebody and it being presented. It won't be the best dress of the night, but it would definitely be like, okay, this is kind of cute. Like I kind of live. I did. I kind of liked it. It is a little clean. If I'm gonna get upset about something, it's like an all white moment, which that's fine. But to me, I wish it was a little bit more like earthy in the tones, but I do think it was, I don't know, it was good work from him. I couldn't find fault with this one, unfortunately. I actually was like, oh, it feels like some pop star again. I was like, a pop star would wear this, something to do on those lines. So I thought it was kind of cute.
Yeah. As much as I want to like say I hate a design of his, I genuinely can't. I mean, there's plenty of fringe ideas out there. There's not too much you could do that's gonna be like revolutionary when it comes to fringe. But I think he did something that was interesting and pleasing to the eye, and it's very current. And
I want to give it to the model too, because
she sold that.
this doll. As a matter of fact, all the models, bravo, because y'all be walking in some bullshit and still be like doing the best that you can. But her in particular, I think they gave Antonio that she's the girl, the muse for him. It works, and I'm seeing it. I'm like, okay, I'm glad you're being paired with her because she's making your outfits makes more sense to me. She's presenting them well. You got one more time to do her hair like this because you did it for the last episode too. You just did it back with the pigtails, but that's just that. I'm just gonna be quiet. But yes, you and your brother like to do some of the same things. I can see Dula Peep in this. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just another companion piece to his brother's stuff.
Oh, because they are a collective.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they may as well just make a collection together.
I think they've been doing that this entire
I mean, yeah. Which again isn't a problem. It's just not the show.
And I swear I thought about this the other day. I said, what if they get to the top 4? Or even it's top 3 and it's the twins and then they're versus somebody. And then they like, congratulations, Jesus and Antonio, you're the winners of the show. And they just gave them the win. I don't know why I thought about that. That'd be a terrible ending. But like, I said to myself, what if that happened? That would be this down here baby.
Mm-hmm.
Nom, 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 nummy, num,
Some
num.
Balmain, a little Balmain.
Ugh.
That's Balmain at the bottom right, Balmain at the top. Both resort. Top is 2018, bottom is 24, 2024.
That's
Middle is Dominico. They did Spain fall this past spring.
Jefferson.
And then Neely Lowton. It's just, again, I mean, it's French. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to mess up French. It's absolutely hard to mess up French.
I do like Fringe though. I do. They can look really, really good.
I have no nice words.
I am tired.
None.
I'm unable. I am
None.
unable.
This is what you do when your party decorations after you've taken them down. You just hang out, do something silly, and then throw them out.
Like,
and the fact that it's not just a bodysuit, do you see what I see? It's a capri
yes,
bodysuit.
that
It's
okay.
shorts.
I was trying to give her at least a bodysuit to the ankle. You got the motherfuckers cut at the knee, sister. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that like, wait, is that just a body kind of cut? Wait, hold on.
Why did you choose to do an unconventional challenge when you had access to leather, cowhides, denim, flannel, anything?
It's the black
Suede.
then with the flesh tone panel that's going.
The flesh tone panel that's like greenish yellow.
Tone panel. Like, the Twizzlers that fell off of the dump truck, the red vines that were expired at the movie theater, boo, Wendy Testerberger, tomato, RottenTomatoes.com.
Look at her butt. Look at her butt. You can see the panty line. She didn't even put her model in a thong.
VJ, I knew I took a risk. Shut your dumb ass up. We about to get talked to you later.
This is not a risk. This is the problem.
This is crazy.
This is like if the dancing lady emoji just like never got finished. She's just like half there.
Why does this look like a dress here on top of just some random clothes or what? Like,
okay, like look at what it's doing to her poor butt. And I know she's not shaped like that. We've seen how beautiful she is. This poor girl is trying to sell this horrific garment in pirate boots, by the way. Pirate boots, by the way.
Imagine we're at a fashion show and they're like, the theme's Western chic. We walk in, it's all desert wear, all saloon girls. I can see we have a cocktail, all that. We're sitting front row. VJ comes out. I can't wait to show you this collection. And this is the first thing that steps out.
I have a screenshot of Law's face just for me that I kept. I hope you took a screenshot of that face that he made about that.
The one I did get was right after U-Chip is the one I got where he just was like,
where he's like
like that mouth was inside, the lips were inside the mouth. You understand? It was the wow. But yeah, we'll get off of this one because this was nuts. Now Renaissance.
I thought the same thing. I was like, Cowboy Carter.
We gonna see her in the movie. Okay, she was in the pit. You know what I mean?
And the necklace, like the styling of the necklace with
necklace? Why that necklace? Of all the things you put up there,
the teeny like 3 strands of tassels at the end of the horns that don't curl. The fact that they put a low drape, like he put a low drape on a larger body, but it's not even where her her like stomach would naturally drape, which would be beautiful. It's a corset
White
in an underdrape.
cowboy.
And look at the hem of the front. Look at the hem of the front. Look at the hem of the front.
A silver dress does not fit, terribly styled.
No liner, by the way. No liner. Look at that. That's the bare bones of the sequin fabric. You can't do that. You got to put a liner in that sort of stuff.
Let's show it from the back.
You know when you wrap a really, really long hotel towel around you and wander around your room? Basically that. Look at what they did to my girl's arms and her back, and like, why did he cut into her like that? Did he measure her at all? What I need to know, designers, what is it about larger bodies that you guys can't design around? Because this can be done right.
She really walked down, but she was walking for Jesus. I'll give her that, because she was a beautiful girl, but god damn. God.
If she didn't sell this as well as she did, it would be even worse. Even worse.
The way I wish we had a clock for you, Chin, because I was rooting for you to just go back in time and just go, no, streetwear, do not do it.
The only thing saving this is that it's at least mostly done well from the sewing.
I still rather this than that.
Yeah, exactly. If you put those two next to each other, I'm like, I'll take that one. Thank you so much.
I'll take Renaissance versus whatever the fuck.
Well, yeah,
this is
and there's
be.
a right way to do the horn look. There's no right way to do whatever the hell that is.
God, they're just, someone's boob job was terrible in Tijuana. Terrible. All that healing for nothing.
There's a right way to do it. Louis de Javier has made like kind of like a name for himself the last couple of years to be able to have this type of design. Not the first one, not the only one, but it is my favorite personally. You notice like in the line work and the tailoring, you kind of can see the shape of the bull's face, the shape of all of the body. It hugs the body and the frame. You could do this with a larger body. It just takes a middle cinch. But no one wants to do that. You see how they're all curved? You can't just go.
He put very imp horns on the girl versus bull horns, and very fawn energy.
And even the Tibetan buffalo or elk buffalo, one of the two.
Even those Tibetan horns were humongous.
So they were huge and they curved.
They were just like,
yeah.
Maybe they're gaydars. No, I can't. Not right on. Use tit drill. Wow. Thank you, Tito. I love a good Pokemon reference. Come on, right on. It's giving very that. Was mad for you, Chin. And hey, Nimi, I haven't seen you in a minute either. Hope you're doing well. And thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. We appreciate y'all so much for being here today. As a reminder, this program is for entertainment purposes only. Content's not intended to malign anybody. These are just our opinions, okay? Nothing to reflect the opinions of everybody. Don't send hate to anyone that we talk about today, including ourselves. And make sure that you just get comfortable. Don't post any spoils in the chat, and have a good day, honestly. Just have a good one. Try to. I know we're trying to.
Okay, can we put Carl's comment up real quick, just for 2 seconds?
Which one?
That he can't make that big horn in one day, though. So this has been my complaint since day one, right? Like, his time management skills are terrible. You have to have time management. If he managed his time and had that idea earlier, he could have effectively done it. But because he had it as such a last minute idea, it had to be half-assed.
I feel like that's because he's sacrificing don't have a clear point of view. And that's why we're getting time management issues, because he keeps on changing his mind in between the process and then going, no, I need to go back now. And it's like, stick to the project. Your first mind was the right mind, just like that sketch we saw. That was great. Did not happen. So here we are, because you saw that fabric and said Wester. I said, baby, all right. Is that somebody's house in the West, in the Southwest, maybe? Yeah. Nimi, thank you so much for the super chat. So glad to finally catch a live stream again. Maddie, did you see it's official? Vaporeon is coming to Pokemon Unite. I know. I will be picking it back up just to play my favorite Pokemon in the entire universe. FYI. But thank you so much for the super chat. Love you and appreciate you for being here today. Law was over it. And very smart of them to put those two outfits back to back. Oh, he was like I've seen him upset, but when I tell you, like, it was, girl, what did we just sit for these last two?
No, this is the face of, I know I didn't just send a Black woman home for you to do this. It's giving very that. Because, like, you know, he was like, okay, I like both of them, but I'm going to do this because I think this one has a clearer vision. And he just continues to say.
To me, it was the note they gave him last week. And then he did that. And it's like, we just did this already, girl. Like, what's going on? And with VJ, that one just went like, okay, so you just won. And then he was okay. And now it's like, whoop, where you have no idea. Western shoot, girl. That's what we had to shoot for. Like, what is that? What is this? You know, look at these two with their cowboy hats dressed on theme. Please look at me, Mr. Meeseeks. But no, before we got the Island Boys for a second here, they were happy that they were in the top, along with Belania, and then of course, or Belani, excuse me, and then of course Ethan was in the back with Yuchin and VJ. Honestly, Ethan, you knew, we knew, the audience knew you were fine, sweetheart.
I love this coat that Ethan has on.
It's everything, right? I kind of like also this open heart
right
shirt.
It's very cute.
But yeah, Ethan back there was like, girl, I ain't going nowhere. Like, I see these two, bitch, we going nowhere. Listen, you, Bleeker, you are so right. This is a collection, honey.
Do you see what and it's every week. Every week, if you put them side, I'm gonna do it at the end of the show. By the way, by the time if they win or if they get by the time both of them are eliminated, I'm gonna put them all side by side. They all go hand in hand. Every single one
are so.
It's close. Even the same color scheme. They bought the same fabric.
They both did white. They both. Yes. Hold on. Yes, families kiss, but seeing twins kiss each other was. You know, okay, I do know families kiss, mine don't, but like, I'm not putting nothing on it. It just, to me, I was like, when they did, I was like, oh my. They love each other. God bless them.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be the Claremont twins. So anyways, let's keep going.
Are they going to be furniture in a music video? All right. So
I
would never. Actually, wait a minute. I wasn't Honey Davenport. So never. I take it back. Hypocrite. Okay, moving on. I was the reindeer and was written. Yeah. So I'm. Let me shut up. So see, I kind of like this little burn detail. I don't know why. It almost gave it that feeling of she was cooking something and their titties got, oh my God.
It's funny that you say cooking something, because the more I look at it, doesn't it look like a tortilla?
Tortilla, you know, far away, I got flour a bit, like the back end of a flour. But now that I'm looking at it, yes, or possibly a dumpling that was cooked a little too much on the top and not on the bottom. Tap it. I don't like it though. I don't know. This coat is everything to me.
I know, and that's why it makes me so angry that we keep seeing it every week. Because, like, yes, I get it. It's beautiful. You make beautiful gap hole coats, but why?
Hey Zeus, if you made a coat shop now, I'm not gonna lie, after the show, and you just made a whole store dedicated to trenches and all, I would be looking through.
Oh, he has the trench, like,
Down.
like down any
Oh,
fabric, he's got it.
he can make a nasty long coat, and
He
I
did that quick. He had that one done first,
that's
right?
why I
I
was looking
saw
at
that
that.
right,
Yes,
right?
that's why I was like, oh my god, this is that
Yeah.
alone is gorgeous. Like, what are you doing now? That was me. What are you doing now? Because the coat was it. Like, we're done there. You can do afterthoughts now, sweet pea. But yeah, Jesus won this episode, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I did feel bad for Antonio. I'm not gonna lie, I did feel bad for him. And this is coming as a brother of 1 of 10 situation in a competitive household atmosphere. And what I had to deal with as a younger sibling to the older ones and being compared, something about that touched my spirit. I also think that he feels entitled to shit too at the same time. But I did feel a little bad because I was like, yeah, I know. Because you're
If
the
he
only one
hadn't
that doesn't
been
have.
whining about not winning anything this whole damn show, I'd feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Like if it was him being like, I just really want to do my best, I want to do this thing, and I feel like I'm falling short, and that kind of an attitude, and then overcoming, or like falling short
He
because somebody
keeps
just barely eked
on.
him out. But
He
it's
does
just
that
him.
everyone's against me bit. And
Yeah.
we talked about that. I have that problem too, y'all. So that I'm doing self-reflective moment here. Look at me being
I
transparent.
mean, same. I have a mirror up right here that's telling me the same.
Yeah, and we have to
Like,
sometimes check each other, be like, hey, that's not what was happening. It's like, oh, okay. And for him, oh, he's never been checked, and I know it. He ain't never had us nobody go stop. Like really just take a beat for a second here. Because he is talented. We're not knocking his talent. It's there, but they are dependent on each other. And for him, in that moment, he wanted the glory for himself, which is great. I think he could have won. But that coat, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, your brother's coat was it was just everything. And
right at the end of the day, he made a normal, just regular fringe coat. There was at least something that was different
yeah,
about his brother's coat. And it's
VJ was
not like,
nasty for this though. This was nasty. You can share, y'all share the win anyway. I was like, girl, give him a moment.
I mean, you're right, but damn, the second they walk in, she is just teeth out.
Like,
It's not even like fun anymore. It's just like, girl, are you good?
because I cannot stand them, but I'm also going, settle
Also,
down, little
she's
girl.
talking shit as she's about to walk out for her execution.
Thank you. Like, you are not safe having some sort of like last little dig before you go home. Like, the fuck out of here with that. And y'all, they should have said that. Like, get your last ones in, VJ, because it's over. Because, like, what you mean? But yeah,
There's no way they're not sending her home, right? There's no way.
really am sick to my stomach thinking that Yuchin is going home over VJ's outfit.
I think he's presented the same. The thing is, they're so neck and neck as far as like what their level is, right? Like Yuchin second guesses himself and doesn't have the time management. VJ tries things that are way too over the top, way too maximalist without focusing on the design.
Doesn't
And his
wanna pivot.
only focus, her only focus is to mess with the twins. They both have a distraction and a design flaw. They both have made it the same safety and bottoms. They both have the same sort of humble attitude on the runway. They both don't piss Christian off. Like, the only thing that I could think of is this is so heinously bad that it's the only thing that they could really send her home on.
And truthfully, like Bleeker's saying, they're a joy as far as the judges are concerned, as far as like being the work ethic and doing things behind stuff and doing their job as contestants on this show. But Yuchin's in here and VJ's focused on other shit. And that's their problem. And it's clear now. And I want to give Zach Posen some credit. You went in a little bit and I appreciated it. Like,
he saw Law being there was the saving grace.
Oh, the smirk that Zach had on his face as he was doing his choice reads, I was like, okay, that was so cute. Because he's just smirking like, this is
Did
terrible.
you see Law's face in the corner? He was like,
He keeps the law was just not. Mm-hmm,
I love how he gets
mm-hmm.
everyone on their worst behavior, but like it's criticism. It should be there.
Mickey was lovely. Also, she provided some quips too. Like, I didn't care for the very honest behavior, but I like the fact that she stuck to the authenticity of country and Western chic and that clothing because she's in the industry. These are things that she's going to be thinking about wearing in her fellow, country music artists, this, that, and the other, as well as diving into the indigenous, I said it so weird, indigenous background, like what happened with Jesus and Antonio, that was respected. So again, VJ and Yuchen, they were on different planets, and I do believe it does have to do with them not having any knowledge in reference to the Western aspect of it, and I feel bad for that because it's like, damn, like if you had some, maybe if y'all got to go out in New York and look at people for streetwear, maybe if they got to watch a movie or something, I don't know. Did you want to give them a little VHS tape rolling? Back in school, Bleecker, when we were in school, they would roll in
With the little when
TV card.
When you saw the teacher leave and come back with the TV card, you were like, "Oh, easy day!"
Yes, like, oh, we about to get a movie, and it was always Remember the Titans for us,
or Glory, or Glory,
oh, Glory,
or Glory.
Let's get into racism and talk about it.
Would you guys like to watch Glory for 6 days? We're watching it 30 minutes at a time.
I wonder what do they watch now in schools? Because like when we were in school, y'all, we would sometimes get lucky with certain movies that we were.
I watched like Citizen Kane and stuff in school. We were watching some wild stuff. Yeah, but I'm like, that's not for my level. Like,
we had some cool teachers.
You remember? Shoot, was it Sense and Sensibility or was it
Pride and Prejudice? Pride and Prejudice down. It was Pride and Prejudice. Keanu Reeves and Denzel right? That one, or is that no Midnight?
I was about to say it was the Denzel
one.
It
the other one was the Midnight,
right?
and or Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil was I forget Midsummer's Night Dream was one of them. That was one of them. Midsummer's Night Dream, I think. Come on, Matt. Oh my God, going back to school. No, actually, let me get away. Trauma's starting to talk.
Oh, you're like, oh no, that one boy.
Never mind. We're about to dive into the
gotta leave. I gotta go. Exit strategy out of my memory hole.
My therapy session's not till next week. Okay,
shit. I shouldn't have opened that file. That was so stupid.
Othello was one we did watch, though. We did.
Oh my God, I remember that.
That was a lot for me when I was watching because at the time I was the only black kid.
And Josh Hartnett being like the overdramatic white boy.
No, I think no.
That's TT. That's the one. That's the one. The Denzel Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
one.
the Denzel and Keanu Reeves one was the one we watched.
When he rides up on that horse.
Oh, those were the good days.
Those were good days. I love that he talks about how attractive men are now. I love this era right now. I'm not like
I appreciate the fucks not given version of him. It's like, yeah. Do more.
Like, why are you sitting down and having a whole conversation about how you know why Rihanna picked up A$AP Rocky because he's so attractive and talented and wonderful? I was like,
are you good? Thank you for the tip. It's Much Ado About Nothing.
Thank you. I was like, it's one of them. I know
that was driving me crazy.
We could have looked it up, but I was so determined to get it on my own, and I
wanted to be ADHD lazy and just have a long-winded conversation.
I was like, somebody will Google it for me if I wait long enough.
That's what happened. Working at the car wash, yeah. Oh, my favorite. We hated it. We hated it. We hated it. Was one of my favorite things I heard on television.
This is the line that I wrote it down word for word. We asked for country chic and you gave us country shit. And I am not gonna hold that back.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna hold that. He was like, and I'm gonna let you know. Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes.
Baby.
It looks like shit. Like, oh.
And then Zach just jumped the fuck on it.
Like,
that face. That face. You really thought that was gonna be good? You really feel this was gonna be a great? Oh man, Zach had me hollering the way he was talking to them. I see where you were wanting to go with this Art Deco a moment chic bit, but you were nowhere near there. Let me tell you. Zach, shut up. Like, please come back. Yes.
He's gotten so sassy as he's gotten older, and I'm upset.
Michael Kors hasn't even shown up yet and is supposed to be on this season.
Oh, they're in trouble if they're still messing up by the time they get to him. Because once he gets down to the final four,
Michael Law and Nina Garcia on the same.
and they're gonna, you know how Tim always is on the last panel? It's gonna be Christian on that last panel, and he watched all of you move through that workroom.
Feed me, Seymour. Do you hear me? Because the give me all
meanest
of it.
panel to ever exist.
And I will live another 10 years.
Thank you. Thank you for being mean to contestants again in a constructive way.
Because some people are taking it like, it's getting personal. Not really, actually. It's the contestants who are taking it personal. They're just being honest and also a lot less cruel than they are in the industry, if you will. And I have a friend who works in New York with the fashion industry currently. And he told me Project Runway looks like a breeze because, baby, he was like, I've been told.
They will not mince words, and they will talk shit about you in front of you to other people.
And to
as you're beside them.
Spread that messy too. Oh yes, honey. That's why they say when you're working with designers and stuff like that.
And that's why Anna Wintour wears sunglasses, by the way, because she can't hide her face. So she has to have big fuck off sunglasses so she doesn't go.
You can see a pursing of a lip, but all of this is really where your focus goes to before you even catch here. You always get to someone's eyes. And if someone squints, that's when every bit of insecurity jumps from your body. Like, why are we squinting?
I think that's why Law doesn't wear his sunglasses on this runway. He wants them to know. And I love that. I love that.
Between Yuchen and VJ, while I want Yuchen to continue because I was enjoying their story and I really want this baby to win, VJ, I also want our doll, our diva.
This is a hard one. This is a hard one. Like, this is such a hair split elimination.
We like
you know what would be a gag?
What?
If they got rid of both of them.
Ooh.
Because both of them aren't improving. They're both having the same issues. They're both having, then they can't split the hair. What if they both go?
That would be nasty work.
That'd be a gag.
That would be nasty work. Final four immediately. Next would be one more.
That would be cool. I don't think they will, but that would be really fucking crazy.
Yeah, that actually would be a lot. I want Yuchen to stay on my likability of them and me not wanting to see a whole nother argument happen with two big-headed motherfuckers anymore. That's the one. Two, I love VJ down, but I also, what they made was atrocious compared to Yuchen's, which looked tacky. Yuchen's looked tacky and not on the theme.
But tacky, but still wearable.
Yeah, still wearable. Like, we know somebody who's going to be looking off in a dress like that. We've seen them at parties. You know somebody buying something that don't fit.
When somebody buys a bodycon dress that's like one size too big and you're like, girl.
It's the too small ones.
Too big?
They're walking and I'm like, Mustang. Now, I know you
when they do that little knee buckle.
I know you can feel like you feel all of that hitting right here, burning a hole into your under. I know you do. Didn't take the
I know your ribs cracking every time you move.
Every time. I'm really like, Jesus, you know what? Good for her. Because she's going to fit into it one day. One day. And that's probably why they bought it half the time. Shoot.
Motivation.
As a matter of fact, I have so many clothes that don't fit no more, but I still wear them. I don't give a damn. Whatever. It's comfortable.
Now they're just oversized. It's fine.
They are. Well, I just kind of like to be in oversized clothes too, no shade. Especially if I'm like late at night. Oh, give me a big ass t-shirt any day of the week. I'm just gonna sit there and be like, I'm a borrower.
Not an I'm a borrower.
Don't give me no. Okay, no.
Ichabod Crane in his little nightgown.
Yes, all me. Okay. As a matter of fact, for my birthday, you know what? That is an actual gift I would want for my birthday. I don't.
Y'all heard him. He wants a male moo. Get it.
I do want a male moo though, and I do.
It'd be so good.
I got one caftan in there, but I do want a bathrobe, and I feel like I'm getting to that age as a man where I need a bathrobe. Bad.
Where you're like, I don't want to get dressed right away. I just need to like.
I just got the shower. I just want to have my bathrobe on, like do my little errands with my babies. I feel like I'm at that 39. Yeah, I feel like I've hit bathrobe era.
Okay,
Okay.
when you hit, because when you hit slippers era with bathrobe era, but then you
Ooh,
also got the head wrap era. Oh, you're gonna reach your peak.
we're almost there.
You're already at slippers and now you're at bathrobe.
I'm
So
almost there,
the
y'all.
next step is you're gonna be
It's
waddling around in
it's
all
the
three.
right. It's the power level of the sissydom. That's what happens, baby. Okay,
And you're gonna
you
be
get
doing one of
there.
these where you got the like with the hand on there, and
It-
you're gonna be
It's the
like all
coffee
good.
every morning. I will have a
And you
Keurig
like
in here. I
with the
will.
cat
I will.
on the porch.
The cat's gonna be on the porch.
You're gonna be looking at your neighbor who looks the exact same way, and she's 3 times your age.
I bought a speaker. Just sitting on the patio for no fucking reason. Ooh, live my little bleezy. What's going on? With some stupid ass music, very millennial shit. But yeah. No,
What's
okay.
funny is like when we're all old and shit, it's gonna be the craziest music we're listening to. Like, could you think? Okay, I'm gonna go put that one song on that I used to listen to. My back shots feel like bongo.
I'm telling y'all now, when I get older, it's get out of my way. I'm just gonna tell you that now. If you think this is bad, oof, my God. I know me currently. Oh, I pray for whoever is in my life. But listen, we're gonna wrap this up. I, I'm gonna vote for you, Chin, to stay. I don't think that's gonna happen, but we shall see next week. Um, yeah, but Bleeker, your thoughts too before I close this out and we wrap this up for
No,
everybody.
I genuinely, I think it's gonna be VJ going home, and I don't think I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna say yes. That's how it's gonna go. I don't think it's gonna be. That design is too terrible. There's no construction to it at all whatsoever, and it made all of the judges laugh. It made them laugh. Like you could tell when it came out that Zach Posen went, control it, control it.
Because
It's
they
just
were
not.
like, what the hell was that? Like Zach tried to, what was it? He said Prada and Casey something, and Law was like, how are you trying to make that like you trying to
No,
make
like
it
that's the
something?
thing he's trying to like pull out of his ass. Like
Like,
I so one of the Prada is like a fringy, like Ferragamo did a fairly
mhm.
recently done design on it, but like it's like a very fringy long sleeve turtleneck look. I'm pretty sure is what he's talking about. So like I understand what he's trying to do, but
He was
that's not
trying.
what that is.
He was trying. He was trying to give VJ
That's
something like,
not what that is at all.
what was your POV happening here? But
Like
yeah,
what
yeah,
is the
yeah.
like what is the sketch? What is the design? What did you what
It's a stick figure and then some. Ooh, that's it. We're done. Oh, don't forget the Capri Body Con.
y'all ever have to ride your bike to a Beyonce show?
Baby, when I tell you that Uber Eats delivery is coming, do you understand me? The backpack. That's what I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see the backpack with the
Mm-mm.
bicycle. Shout out to
Mm-mm.
my delivery person the last time they were on a bicycle and I actually got my food on time and they were nice. And I was like, oh, okay. I wanted a bicycle. I need another bicycle. I had one as a kid. Good for the legs. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting off topic. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to us
Thank
talk about
you.
Project Runway. We had a good time today, and we hope you learned something. Just as a reminder, this show is strictly for entertainment purposes only, and we have some opinions. Sometimes they don't align with your own, but nothing is meant to be malicious or intentional to hurt or harm anybody. And as well, do not send hate to anybody that we talk about today, including ourselves. We're here just to be subjective with our opinions, and we also support the show by watching it, and that I think is important. So, as a reminder, you can find Bleeker in all those spaces and places that they gave you at the beginning of said video. See how Maddie's trying to wrap this up himself because I know how I am. And you can find all of mine at the beginning of the video too.
You
The
know where we
5-minute
are.
marker, maybe 7-minute marker to be exact. I don't know. Someone in the comment section. We will have timestamps in there, and I do appreciate my moderators for jumping in and making sure the chat was a safe and friendly place. As a reminder, we have opinions. They're just opinions. Don't take it personal. Why are you trying to make it personal? Bleeker's not your punching bag. I'm not your punching bag. Your therapist is not your punching bag.
We're all just here to vibe out. We're all just here to vibe.
We can have differences in opinions without people needing to be gross about it. That's what the world is supposed to be like, but I know it doesn't look like that right now. But that's the joy of trying to get back to what it's supposed to be. A journey we will have. But yes, everybody relax. But yes, if you wanted to send Bleeker any love, their Venmo's right there. It's Bleeker XO. Mine is down there with PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $sign Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Again, I am trying to keep my lights on, so it will be imperative for tips this weekend. I will be live tomorrow for some fun. I'll be live for the panel on Sunday. Hopefully, I'll be live again Monday. If not, the power's out. I'm not bullshit. But other than that, yeah. I had a good time, Bleeks. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so very much.
I appreciate you. I think we're doing a great job. I think everybody else is doing a great job too. I like that we're all having some nice, fun input and discussion. I think we're doing a super bang up job, you guys.
Super bang up job, you guys.
Bang up job. I wanted it to sound as like white Midwestern as possible.
We'd have to. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. I was going to name someone, and I felt in my spirit that was not the right way to go. So I'm going to choose.
Can you tell me who after?
Of course. I am going to give myself a haircut today because clearly the growth has already happened. And it's time to get back to my hairline up here. It's not up here. It's actually down here for the girls that try to read me. I'm like, it's actually down here. I do it on purpose, but it's here up top. Calm down. The body. I'm a hairy man. Nope, that's not what I was trying. No, it was supposed to be Chewbacca, and I did Distressed Cat. So that is the sign that this is over with. We are done today. Thank you for tuning in.
And remember,
yeah. Take me to the vet. Take me to the vet. I'll see y'all. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Jesus, Mary.
Listen. Yeah.